we spread the gospel. Can't tune in for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to. Oyedepo Jesu Gangeli, we are media experts. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Oh my baby.
Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? Go through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the... Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media, spreading the gospel. Do you know the PHM Radio app is now available on our website? You can download through our website on www.phmedianig.com. It features a friendly user interface and you can listen to your favorite programs on the radio app. Download through Google Play or Apple Store. PH Media.
So what your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe osori afefe, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training. BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, Kaya Oron, BHM Nicola, Kagbe sori afefe, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola. So what your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe osori afefe, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training. BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola, Kaya Oron, BHM Nicola, Kagbe sori afefe, BHM Nicola, BHM Nicola. So what your live streaming, event management, studio services, website and social media, kagbe osori afefe, video, photography, production, event equipment renting, graphic designing, consultancy and training. PHM.
You are tuning in from. You already know this is PHM Radio, your one and only favorite gospel internet radio in Nigeria.
Wait.
Good afternoon and good evening from wherever on this planet you are tuning in from. You already know this is PHM Radio, your favorite one and only internet gospel radio in Nigeria and Africa and in the whole wide world. Welcome to another exclusive, outstanding, sweet episode of The Time to Talk. If you are just tuning in from the first time, now is the time for you to tell a friend to share this particular episode. You do not want to miss out on everything that has to do with the scripture and reality. Here is where we are going to give you power-packed, amazing content that you will not want to miss out on. But start sharing now. You know my pastor is always going to be in the studio. But I have amazing guests seated today. Before I jump and tell them why we are here, I would like them to introduce themselves. They say ladies first. So I'm going to allow my amazing, pretty lady in the studio. Not be only fine she gets it, she fine, she gets sense. Yay! Full package, full option. Let's have you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening. My name is TITILOLA AYODELE.
Did you hear the way she sounded? My name is TITILOLA AYODELE. You should know that today we didn't come here to play. Before I have my pastor, let's have another of our guests in the studio today.
Alright, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Femi Oluwaleye.
Femi Oluwaleye. Now it's time for my pastor to introduce himself again and again and again to all of you.
Good afternoon, wherever you are tuning to PHM Radio. My name is Pastor LEKAN.
That's Pastor LEKAN. And here we are on The Time to Talk. You know that I don't like to keep things slow because most of the time you want us to keep on talking about this particular issue, but there is no time on our side. So not to waste any of our time, tell a friend to tell a friend, share. You can watch this on YouTube at PH Media TV and on Facebook at phm.live. You do not want to miss this amazing episode because our pastor here will always use the scripture and tackle everything we have to say. Pastor, Mr. Femi, Miss Titi, what's your definition of malice? Everybody breathing hard. Who wants to go first?
Okay, so I think malice, what we term it to be is the fact that you're probably upset with someone and you're not talking about it.
Okay.
With the person, and the fact that you're not talking about it with the person, you also are not interacting with the person that you're angry with.
What you are trying to say, all these big English that you're using, malice is when I put in my mind and I'm not talking to you.
Exactly.
Okay. Mr. Femi.
My own definition of malice is, having issue with someone and not actually talking about it not only talking about it, you keeping a distance from the person, like we should not talk, we should not greet, we should just hold on to ourselves. You might be having issue and not discuss with the person, but just be friends. You still keep friends with the person.
Yeah.
So, but this, you are not keeping friends with the person, you are not greeting the person, you are not talking with the person. So that's my own definition of malice.
Okay. Before I ask Pastor, because Pastor will have to start telling us in the book of Jeremiah chapter something. So, is malice good or bad?
Yeah, earthwise, is bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, earthwise is bad.
Okay. Now I want Pastor to come in. Scripturally, is malice good or bad?
Well, if you have to go by the word of the Lord,
okay.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 to 32, he addressed it. And he said, we should put away all these things. He said, what? Anger and malice. So, and if you study the previous verse, he was talking about the Holy Spirit. He said, let your word be seasoned with salt, minister grace to the hearers. So, malice, from the standard of the word of God, is totally bad.
It's totally bad.
It can't, when you can't reduce it can make the Holy Spirit to distance himself from you when you are keeping malice, because it's malice that results into unforgiveness, and Bible says we should forgive our neighbor as Christ forgive us. So it can hinder the answers to your prayer as well when you are keeping malice.
Okay. If you are just tuning in for the very first time, Pastor Lekan ANIFOWOSE is a marriage counselor. He will advise you, give you everything. He's a certified marriage counselor. He puts you through on everything you need in this life, in the line of marriage, if you are single, relationship, and everything you need. So if you want to reach him, at the end of the program, we're going to be dropping his socials, so you can do what to follow him on all his platforms. All right, back to what we're talking about. What of grudge? Grudge, I feel like it's supposed to be the same thing as malice, but grudge is just like longer. But can I have a grudge? You know, I can have a grudge and still be talking to you, but you don't know that there's something in my mind.
I feel like grudge is I think grudge is shorter than malice.
Grudge is shorter than malice.
Yeah, some people can keep. I've heard the stories of someone keeping malice for like a decade or more. That's like 10 to 20 years. I think grudge is like short term. You can one day you might just be gisting with this person, and you guys might just be, everybody might just be shining teeth, and then you just say, you did something and I'm actually not happy about it. I feel like that's what grudge is.
That's what you feel grudge is.
Yeah, I think grudge is shorter than malice.
I would just let me just grudge is having issue with someone. You might have issue with someone and still be friends with that person. So as my sister have said, you might have malice with someone and not talk with the person. But if you have grudges with someone, you can talk, but still have it in mind. But one other thing is, you can have many things on your mind and not still be fighting or having issue with that person.
Now you can have that person in mind, wish the person bad, want to do wicked to the person and still be talking to the person. So
when you have something against someone, probably based on past events, like you have something against someone, I feel that is grudge. And if you are not talking with the person, that is malice. So there are two different things. So grudge can be longer than, she said
malice can take a decade.
Yes, and grudge can equally take a decade until you speak about it.
Okay. Pastor is looking at me that, let me say my own. I want Pastor to be the first to open this door. That brings me to what happened. So here is it in a very short form. So, secondary school. Are we supposed to be dating in secondary school? I feel like it's not LD. Is it scriptural to be dating someone from that very tender age?
Well, even the word dating is not accepted in the kingdom of God.
Wow, so it's courtship.
Accepted in the Christendom is courtship.
Okay.
So dating is for the world people. Although some Christians they are trying to borrow it now.
Okay.
To inculcate it, but scripturally it's courtship that is accepted.
So you permit me to borrow dating for today? Yes. Okay. So thank you, Pastor Lekan ANIFOWOSE, because I'm going to be borrowing dating. So apparently they've been dating since secondary school, which personally I feel like it is unhygienic, it's unideal. So they've been having this relationship since they were in SS1. That's 3 years already. SS3, they graduated. The guy didn't secure admission, but the lady did, and she entered university. So I'm not going to mention their names, obviously. So when she entered the university, that's why the fact that the guy in question, I'll call him a guy first, he always, go to her school, visit her, buy her groceries. First, where is he getting the money from at that age? So he went there, give her groceries and all of those stuff. It was nice to her. So she's used to having him around. So anytime she does not have money and all those things, she calls this guy, he sends her money and all of those. Fast forward to 200 level, he secured admission in another school. But the distance between their schools is like Lagos to Ibadan. So you have to take like a 1 hour plus drive to meet her. So ever since he entered uni, she had been giving him this kind of attitude, but he didn't want to see it like, my babe is no longer mine. I'm borrowing that your dating word. So fast forward to 200 level, a second semester, which is his own 100 level second semester. So he called and like, let me come and visit you. My mom sent me some money. I will like get some stuff like rice and all those things and come and give you in uni. So he did. So he called her before leaving the house. And she was like, be on your way, I'm coming. When he got to the state, let me use Ibadan as an example. He called her severally. She did not pick. When he got to the school, he called her severally. She did not pick. It got to a point, her number was switched off. So he was stranded. He was out there. He was stranded with the groceries and everything in his hand. According to him, the only money he had on him was transport money to go back to Lagos. So he didn't even have enough money to lodge in an hotel to spend the night and go back. So this is not his first time now. Our friends, it's a federal school, so our friends are used to seeing the guy around and all those things. This is not his first. So he went to our hostel to ask our friends that he can't find he has been calling her number, he's not going, is she in the hostel or something? And they were like, no, she has not been around since yesterday. So he was like, okay. So he had to beg a random stranger to pass a night on their campus. A man, he had to beg a guy, please let me spend the night in your place, which he did, and he traveled back the next day. She didn't call him till the next day that he had gotten to Lagos in the night. I'd been in the evening, and she was like, I'm so sorry, something happened, I'm sorry I was not able to see you, and all those things. That was 12 years ago, 2012. Fast forward to 2024, they didn't stop dating. They continued the relationship because the guy didn't tell her, because of what you did is over between us. So the girl was, according to him, she has been loyal since she was done with school. But here is where it gets very sweet. Back then in 2012, 3 days after, he was curious to know what his girlfriend was doing that she was unable to reach him. Like, why was she unavailable on that day? So he called the friend, and the friend was like, I'm not going to lie to you because you're a very nice person. She has another person that she's dating in the university. So the guy told her that he was traveling. Then she told you to come. Then the guy changed his mind that he was not going again. That was when she stopped picking your calls because she was at his place. He knew since 2012. He did not tell her that he was away. 2024, he bought a ring. They've been living together after. So she's excited, like, oh, he's going to propose to me and all of those. Then the guy carried his phone and came to the internet and he explained what happened in 2012 and was like, he intentionally didn't break up with her, do his own back. So he bought the ring he wants to use to propose to somebody else. And she is living in his house just to do her back for what happened in 2012. Everybody's in. Do you want to drink water? So now the guy is expecting to be proposed to with the ring in the house. And the boy is telling the internet that I want her to be online the day I'm going to propose to my real babe. In fact, I'm going to call people that will make videos and go live and post so that I can prepare for the shege that she did to me in 2012. Pastor, okay. It's you that will open the floor. This one that you're looking at, you're just it's you that will open the floor.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
What? I'm short of words.
We're talking about 12 years of our life now. 2012 to 2024 is 12 years of our life.
To me, that's wickedness.
Honestly.
That's wickedness. Wickedness of the highest order.
Pastor said highest order.
Because this is the time that you want to consider, because as a lady, you don't have times at your hand.
Yes.
As man grows up, their opportunity to pick lady increases. But as a lady goes up, the opportunity to pick a man
reduces. Wow, I like that.
So that means she has wasted 12 years of her life. At least if there is if you know that you don't want to go ahead with this relationship, cut it off. So
you
why
have just done that?
So that's why some people, when they get married sometimes and they begin to experience problems in their marriage, and people will not be able to people will be kind of merciful. What is happening? They don't know that they have done something bad in the past. That's the repercussion of it. That's what they experience now. Because if you dump that lady now and that lady go to one prophet or to one babalawo, you go and do yes, because to pay back. So what he did is very, very wrong.
Very wrong.
It's very wrong. But it has happened already. So our advice in that kind of scenario is a red flag.
It's a red flag.
It's a red flag. For that man to do that, if after they reconcile, that lady should not go ahead in that relationship.
It's capable of killing herself.
If they go ahead in that relationship, I'm very sure that marriage cannot last. It will be full of quarrel, full of tension. So it is better, and it is always better to have a broken relationship than a broken marriage. So that lady should just forget about the relationship and move on with her life. 12
years. Pastor, we'll come back to that moving on that you said, because moving on doesn't sound like much of an option right now. So let's have Miss Titi.
So first off, I'll say it's a serious one. First of all, I'll say the guy is I'm trying to get the right word. Will I say childish or immature?
Petty.
Petty, that's the word. Thank you. He's extremely petty. Aside from the fact that he's wicked, he's extremely petty. And it does not show any sign of emotional intelligence at all. Like, I mean, you should have just let the girl go.
That was what I said.
Or better still, addressed it and you guys would have sorted it out and continued the relationship at that point. But the fact that you had to carry it all, or I mean, and it won't surprise. I won't be surprised. I mean, if the reason why he's being petty is as a result of something that has happened to him, and then he's trying to carry on the circle, because it's basically it just more or less looks like he's not emotionally.
We can
Like, I'm trying to pick the word. The word is everything is.
It's the way it's paining you. You don't know how to even express
It's
it.
paining me.
Mr. Femi, let's have you.
All right, that's a simple definition of tit for tat. You
That
know,
one is no more tit for tat.
You do me, I do. You know, there are some people who could actually keep grudge for how long? Who could, if you offend them, they can hold it for as long as they are still breathing on head and do their own back at any time they have the advantage. So there are people like that, but I just feel the guy doesn't need all of what he did. You know, someone offended you. I can imagine what the guy went through that day. You know, I'm trying to put myself in the
Like
two
begging a
parties.
stranger to sleep
So
over in the
so
house.
I can imagine, and no guy would want to hear my girlfriend sleeps
With another
outside,
man.
and so you know I can imagine the pain. But of course, 12 long is too long to keep that kind of pain. So it is better he just let go of that girl immediately, not
Okay,
now,
then.
immediately,
Okay.
and stop picking her calls. And so it is immature of that guy to actually do his own back. It is practically immature of him. So, and for the lady, you know, there's
that
no way
friend, sorry.
That
friend.
because this matter has so many branches. I don't know why
That
we're just seeing
friend.
it from this small branch. That friend,
That friend is
is she a friend, pastor?
she's a snitch.
The friend actually opened his eyes to see what the
don't
girl
get
did.
something wrong.
But is she a
Look
good
at
friend?
it. You know, the girl said something that the guy is a very good person
Exactly
to
what I'm
them.
saying.
You know, the girl now is now in the middle. Are you getting it? She's friend with this person, and the guy is good to her.
But it's not her story
So-
to tell, is it?
No,
Do you know, in her words,
you
she
know,
said, because you have been a good person to us, you know, bringing groceries, food, you think it's easy? Food stuff and all those things.
You know,
He was not. He
you
was
know,
not in school.
you
and
know,
he
you
was
can
jobless at
buy
the same
someone's
time.
loyalty. You can buy
Yeah.
people's loyalty. So and get everything you want from them. So the girl
From
telling
that
the guy is
perspective.
not actually a snitch. She's
But
not a
is she a good
snitch to
friend
me.
to her friend.
To
She
her
would have told her
friend.
friend that what you did to this.
You know, we do not know the full story. If she later spoke to her friend
I believe she didn't tell her friend. If she had told her friend would have picked up her phone and called
called
the
the
guy
guy, and they would have
said,
sought-
and
she don't know
sorted
say
it out.
okay everything you don't
That you
cast.
know.
He knows already. It's how I'm
Exactly.
going to
Actually,
mend that relationship. So I'm sure she didn't tell her.
Yeah, she didn't know, 'cause for
she's not
12 years.
a good friend to her friend.
But she's a good friend to the boy.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't want to bring the lady into this mess.
May
I'm
I've already
just
bring
concerned.
inside this
She's
mess.
in, now
Because-
she's
Your
the
dada
starter
of
of
this matter.
Of course, there are people like that now. There are people like that. There are people who will actually be loyal to one party and be disloyal to the other party. So you can buy people's loyalty.
What I see in that perspective, that as a child of God, if you want to run a religion, I'm talking to single now. It is not good to be double dating.
Single people, hope you are listening to Pastor
is
Leko
not-
ANIFOWOSE.
It is not good to be double. When you are double dating, it's like chasing two rats at the same time. And there is no way you'll be chasing two rats at the same time. Eventually, you lost it too. But if it is the one that you are chasing, you're able to keep focus. But eventually, God may help you and kill that one.
Because they might even run in different directions.
Yes, for sure. They will run in, this one will run there, this one. So it is not good for your own sanity. It is not good to be either for man or for woman. Let your eyes be single. Even the Bible says, let your eyes be single. If your eyes be single, your whole body will be full of light.
Right.
So be focused. Have one person at a time that you are dating or you are in courtship with. Well, immediately you are double dating. That means you are not doing the right thing.
All right, let me come in through this. You know, I just feel the guy has so many issues because you heard a story from one side.
You
You didn't even verify if that
What
was
if it's
true
not
or
true?
something. You know, the friend could actually be a snitch. You know, probably she's even trying to spoil the relationship.
What if
To
she
get
likes
this
What
the
guy.
guy
if
and she's
she?
jealous?
What if the lady went to night vigil and the friend just came up with a different story?
Yeah.
So
but
the guy could have actually verified the story
night
from
vigil.
the.
Night
Kola, add the shame enter spirits that she
Anything
cannot
could
cover.
happen, she was trying to call. You don't know if the phone was stolen. At a point, the phone stopped ringing.
That's true.
So
but wait,
That's
though, I have a
true.
question to
That's
you,
true.
Miss Fife. After the whole internet, the guy coming on the internet to say something, and has the lady said anything?
No. The lady has not, she didn't reply to the post. I'm very sure she has seen it because this thing is reality. This thing happened in Nigeria.
you don't know if the
The
girl
lady
is
did not
going through
reply.
a certain trauma.
People have
she has
been
not-
in the comment section writing,
know,
if I'm the girl, I will kill him.
there
I'll
are
poison
some-
him.
So she has not said
She has not said
anything.
anything.
There are some events that happen that will be short of words. You don't even know what to say. You don't know how to reply.
So
you
we
just
don't
keep
even
mute
know
for so
if
long.
what the friend told the guy is actually
But because there's something about my gender
True or
that I've
wrong?
noticed. We like to overdo. When I say overdo, we can be very wicked
Exaggerate,
to our
yeah.
our same gender. And you be like, why is this boy even taking so much care of this girl and I don't have anybody that's taking care of me? And they'll feel like all of us will suffer together. I've seen friendship circle like that.
Yeah,
where
sure.
if
Of
one
course.
knows something, they will try to bring all of us will suffer
To be
together.
on the same
If
level.
I'm rich, all of us will be rich together. Possibly that's what might have happened.
Because I find fault in everything the guy did. Number one, from not even taking time to verify what the
get the
friend said,
information.
from not even calling the girl to order to even question her if that was what happened. Anything could have happened. I'm just trying to see it from a different
I
angle.
understand.
Are you getting it? So I don't know if it is true the lady did what he did, but I'm sure anything could actually keep your phone off or
Yeah.
ringing for so long.
I agree with you. Because
Battery might have
personally,
been
about
low.
a month ago, my phone was stolen. See, I'm very sure so many people would have been trying to call me during that period. My phone was going at a point. When I was trying to reach the phone to know where the phone was, at a point the phone rang. At a point the phone stopped ringing. Imagine if somebody was calling me at that point. And I called back after I retrieved my SIM with the same number. You will not know if I use another number to call you.
But can I ask you a question? Was the lady aware that the guy was coming?
She was aware. She was the one that told him to come. She was
Then,
the one that even gave him the day that he was going to come.
but, then after the day went passed by,
And he slept over.
Did
Did
the
she
lady
call?
if she
The
came
girl,
or
the girl didn't call immediately. She called him later in the evening.
that?
He did not give us the explanation the girl gave him. That's the missing detail that I feel like if he really wanted, if he planned this thing for 12 years, he should have the confidence to tell us what she
Every
told him
single
on that
thing.
day. Give us the details. You cannot just bring us half juice because I feel like the girl must have given him an excuse. Whether the excuse is valid
because
or not. why didn't she
if
give us
you
the
were
excuse she gave him?
expecting someone and the person did not later show up or something happened to your phone, then after you put on your phone, you should be able to put
To
a call
put
through
a
to
call
the person
through.
that okay.
She actually called him.
So
later
what was
that
the
evening.
response?
He did not tell us what she said.
Okay,
So
I
he
feel
said he felt he was not satisfied with what he heard from her. That was what made him call the friend to ask the friend what really happened.
And I believe this 12
we
years
have
ago.
two sides to this
So
story
the guy
already.
was young.
We-
and
we have two
normal
sides.
Guy
teenage,
was young. I said they just
adult,
finished secondary school.
young adult
I
behavior.
can
You will
imagine-
hold on to
Yeah.
But
something.
you now hold on to young adult.
That's why I
behavior
said
for
he's
12
immature
years.
up to this
So-
point. That during the course of
He
12
was not
years, you
growing
didn't
with the way his age was increasing. He
You
was
didn't-
not evolving.
because I'm trying to understand how he would
No,
he would still hold on to something like that.
naturally
Like he couldn't
people
call her. They celebrated birthdays, they celebrated anniversary. Nothing. You did not call her and say, okay, let's talk about how the relationship
It
has been for
appears
the
he does
past
not
how
know the
many
gravity
years.
of what he has done.
there are people like that actually.
Like
Who
this,
could
is this
actually-
one
there are
a
people
grudge
like
or
that.
malice?
That's
This one even-
selfishness,
malice is out of it. This one is
wickedness,
grudge.
selfishness.
Let me please I would like to paraphrase the definition of malice. When you keep malice with someone, you
You
are
don't
trying to
talk
hurt
to- yeah,
that person. But
you
if
You
you,
don't talk to the person.
so not only that, you don't even talk. You have an ill intention against that person.
Yes.
Are you getting? So I still see it as malice is not only not talking to someone.
So I can be talking to you and still be keeping malice with you.
Like what just happened? The guy was actually keeping malice on that context.
That malice
It was
grudge.
unforgiving.
Because
about it.
I'm sure you have been talking to
I
this guy that
think
been celebrating
I
birthday,
think
shall
I
we
think
over to his place?
we missed the definition of grudge and
Malice.
and malice. But I feel either ways, I'm just sure the guy is actually wrong on his decisions, and I don't feel it's safe for someone to actually keep that kind of thing for 12 years.
For 12 years, that's
something should have actually eased your anger and all, and so at least between the space of 12 years, the girl has been coming. You guys have been talking. You guys have been meeting.
He said
she has been loyal to him.
University, he's 100% sure that she has been loyal.
So what's his
problem? What she has done, he did not forget to, because he slept in stranger's house. One thing.
The guy is pharaotic in the shop.
Like what pastor said.
His heart has been hardened.
So. What pastor said, it's a red flag. Even if they settle and they come back together and all this.
No, they cannot settle that. They cannot actually settle that.
She should not go ahead. I don't even think they will settle.
Anyways.
I'm sure the guy had planned. It was at the verge of.
He had dated other people after that time. That's how we found the person he wants to propose to.
While he was still dating the lady.
So he didn't leave her.
I thought
so the lady that even wants to propose to
the lady.
Not the lady. That's
the lady even wants to propose to self. If she's wise, she should run away.
He said he bought the ring. He wanted her to see the ring.
Okay,
thinking the ring was for her. So every time they go out, she has been dressing well. Like, pop the question.
Actually,
but he said he bought the ring for the initial baby who wants to get married.
That means
that's what I'm saying. Even the babe that wants to get married to him, that wants to propose to, should run away. She should run, because the guy is not safe.
He had
not healthy for her mental health. It's not safe.
The uncle is not. It's not everybody that is running in the street that is mad though. This uncle is mad.
The uncle is not actually mad, sure.
It's not mad. We thought this one that
the uncle is not mad. Let me tell you one thing. You don't know one thing about. Let me tell you one thing.
From the men's perspective, let's have it.
Let me tell you.
Because now you're saying it's not mad.
Wait. There are some times that a lady will show you shaking and you feel like, if I have a slight opportunity, I'm going to do my own back. Look at it now. The guy. Wait. My thought was that the guy and the girl were dating for the 12 years straight.
Yes, they've been dating for the.
Bro, they are not dating. The guy is just keeping the lady.
Yes.
The guy already had someone he wanted to date.
How is the girl supposed to
The girl had no idea.
The guy don't first fuck up now.
How is the girl? Language,
no, wait.
Please, language,
Wait. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The guy is planning to punish the girl.
But she's not aware.
Irrespective of how long it's going to take. The girl is not aware. The guy the lady already fucked up.
Language, please. We can't use the F word on F. We are sorry. We are
the lady already did something nasty.
She messed up.
And the guy held on to that thing. And
12 years.
His thought was, okay, I'm going to punish this girl one day, irrespective of the number of years it's going to take. The girl is not aware. Yes, okay. The girl is not aware.
Okay.
The guy might be pained, but normally the guy should have actually overlooked all of those things.
Shall I now talk from the female perspective?
Okay.
Are you done? Or I want you to finish, so it's not like I'm cutting you short.
Okay, please let me just round up.
Yes, please.
At every point the guy remembers that pain. It could actually trigger his anger again, and like, okay, one day I cannot. There are people who do not forget whatever pain you caused them, and they will always plan to pay back. I'm just trying to look from different perspective now. Are you getting it? So if the guy is not ready to let go, then that's his own way of playing his game, but it's actually bad. It's very, very bad. But I feel the lady should have spoken with the guy even before the.
So, Mr. Femi, are you saying as a guy, what he's doing now? Is he okay? Like, I know there should be like a guy code and all those things.
But I'm just letting you know that there are reasons to everything.
Okay. From the female perspective, I'm going to tell you this. For the stretch of 12 years, see my gender. God, no matter how I'm reserved, I don't talk to it. Do you remember that time that you came to school? I'm sorry, boy. It was someone they would have said, even if it's Awada or they thought about it, she would have said it. She will never ever, my gender. That you have known that this is the husband I want to marry. Anything can happen on the wedding day.
You are talking from your own perspective. There are people who have done shit and they will never mention it to anybody.
What she did,
the lady thought
they were naive now. They were
not small at university at 200 level.
You know that
we have 16 in 200 level.
No. That's not the devil. You are naive and you are sleeping in men's house.
No, we don't know. We don't know if she slept in a man's house.
Okay, let's go on a short break.
All right.
Let's go on a short break. Now is the time for you to tell a friend to share. As you can see, you can learn 1 or 50 things from everything we do on Time to Talk Show. Our pastor is keeping the best for last because he's just looking at us and he's not saying anything. Let's go on a short break. Do not go anywhere.
Three, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, counting for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to go. Ayegbe Jesu gangeli ole nofun. Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bringing to you gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. Photograph and training, record, studio, video production, services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Die, baby.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, counting for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to go. Ayegbe Jesu gangeli ole nofun. Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bringing to you gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. Photograph and training, record, studio, video production, services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at pagem.live, on Facebook pagem.live, on Twitter pagem_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Die, baby.
Come back from that very short break. If you are just tuning in, this is the time to talk. This is an amazing time where we know you just have to talk about things that happen in this life, reality and the scripture. That's basically what I'm talking about. And that brought us to this discussion. There's this girl, I'm going to make the story very, very, very short. There's this girl and this young man that have been dating since secondary school. So she got admission before him and she entered the university. So he took his time. He will always take his time to buy groceries, food stuff, and take to school for her. 200 level, he also got admission. So he was in 100 level and she was in 200 level. He called, can I come and visit you? I'm going to bring stuff when I'm coming. So the guy was like, oh, no problem. Come on this particular day. So he bought everything he needed to buy and it was only with the transport fare to go and to come back. So actually when he was on the way, then he called. He was calling and calling. She was not picking. He called and called and called. When he got to the campus, she was not picking. And all of a sudden, her phone was switched off. So he tried to reach out to some of her friends. I'm looking for my baby. I don't know, find her. And she was nowhere to be found. He was stranded. Let's not forget he did not have money in his hand. So he had to beg a random stranger, please, can I spend a night at your place so I can travel the next day? Because I don't have money to lodge and it was already late. So after spending the night in the stranger's place, he traveled back. She did not call him when he got back. Later that evening, she took her phone and she called him and she was like, oh, he didn't tell us the story. We don't know the story that the girl gave him. But 3 days after, he was not just satisfied with the reply he got. So he called a friend and the friend was like, because you are a good person to us, you used to buy things for us. She was in a man's place, so she's already dating another person here on campus. And the boy told her that he was going to be traveling, but all of a sudden, he changed his mind. So that time that you were using to call her and you were looking for her, she was in the boy's place, so he didn't ask the babe, he did not verify from his girl that, is this thing true or it's not true? This happened in 2012. Fast forward to 2024, they have been dating ever since then. This boy has been keeping around like I will do my own back. That one where you do me, she say you do me anything. You don't know. So the boy has been dating her alongside. He has been dating other people, but she's not aware. So now we got a ring. They have been living together. You know, couples life. This is the person I want to marry. She has been dressing her best. She has been looking very fine because they want to propose to her. The boy now carried his phone, made a video to the internet and said, "This is what happened in 2024." She tells me I did not know. That's why I'm keeping her. I do not want to marry her. I'm just keeping her so I can do my own back. That's why we are here.
Thank you very much. You know, some people are naturally wicked.
So you're trying to tell me that this man was born with wickedness?
Yes, some people are, you know, some people are wicked. I just want to correct the notion that the guy is childish or something.
It's not childish.
It's not childish.
With this, he has done.
It's just, this is just the definition of wickedness. Okay, for instance now, you know, there is something called ancestral curse. Something that has affected your forefather. Is the person not tired? No, because wait, I'm not saying anybody is caused it. I'm just trying to, you know, you said it should be tired of this hunger. I'm just saying, okay, someone who has been fighting your forefather, fought your grandfather, is the person not tired? Some people are naturally wicked.
Oh, that's true.
They can fight you to any length. Are you getting it? So this guy is just wicked, and from that night he had the intention of fighting back.
And
are you getting it?
Are we going to say this plan that is just executing now?
He had the plan right from that night.
And growing, like his age was adding up. He did not have
the fact that for him not to be satisfied with the responses Babe gave him, that he has been dating for a long period of time, wanting to find out if there is another reason, shows that he had the plan in mind.
So, you know, the guy is wicked, actually. He's wicked. But what I'm just saying is that the guy does not have a problem. It's not childish.
Wickedness is a problem.
No. Apart from being wicked. No. I'm just trying to, apart from being wicked, like, it's not childish. And it's not as if, but the guy just had the intention from that night that, okay, I'm going to do my own back.
Let me ask you a question. You answer from the male perspective. So you are just saying the only problem wrong with this young man is just wickedness. You don't feel like upstairs, like as if there's some bolts and nuts that have loosened.
You know, because there's no emotional maturity. There's no emotional intelligence.
No, you know, even anger is coming from somewhere. Are you getting from your mental? So you don't have to go nuts before people call you madman. Okay, so even if you are overreacting, then you are mad at that moment.
So you have been mad for 12 years.
What I'm saying is that this guy is wicked. It's not as if he has something wrong with him upstairs.
No, something's wrong with him upstairs. Something must be wrong with him.
Okay. Quickly chip in some things in this.
Let's have it, Pastor.
You know, when we are advising young people about which to choose, one of the basic thing that we used to tell them is that, are you born again? And the person you want to marry, is he born again? Let's start from that. Because if you are not just being born again, this person, does he fear God? And if you are a lady, does she fear God? Because there is no way you have the fear of God in your heart and you keep grudges or malice or whatever you can call it, unforgiveness for 12 years. Where is the Holy Spirit? Because if you have the Holy Spirit will have convinced you one day that, can you please let go of this malice? Can you please let go of this unforgiveness? So, to me, my advice for that lady is that God just save her from broken marriage. Yes.
After 12 years, so?
They are not married yet.
They are not married yet.
They are just on the track.
God
they are not more on the track.
God just save her from broken marriage, because marriage involved two forgiving people living together.
You have to be able to
it's not only
each other.
one person. Wow. Because in marriage you offend each other from time to time. So if you cannot forgive this one when you are still courting or you are dating, so do you know the one that you still the offense that will come in marriage? We're able to contain it. So God just saved this woman. So you should just forget about the relationship.
She can commit suicide. You still talk about that move on.
I should just buttress what Pastor just said. You know, to me, the lady doesn't have problem, and this is not the end of her life.
Of her life, yeah.
The first thing is, you know, everybody everybody has their past. That's just her past. She was in university. She could do anything. Everybody actually one thing or the other they have done that they cannot even boast of. So that I see that as one of our past. So, and what happened to her is not the end of her life. You know, even while the guy was narrating his ordeal, someone might be interested in that particular lady. So anything can
and
happen.
The person is not interested out of pity.
So it doesn't.
It
doesn't. You know, it might take longer to miss the road, but you know, you will get
to your final destination
at a point. So the lady should just keep calm. I know it will be painful, you know. I understand it will be very painful, but that's why I will just encourage her to be calm and she just chill. But the guy should fight his battle.
Yes, that young man should fight his battle.
Because he has a challenge already.
For temperament classes, go for.
He has a challenge.
He should go see a counselor.
Everything we do in this life is mental.
Yeah, sure.
So you telling me that it's okay upstairs? I will still stand on that ground that mentally it's not sane.
It's not balanced.
It's not. It's like I will pick that Mrs. word. It's not balanced.
Yes,
it makes a balanced human being.
No, you cannot be. Everybody cannot be balanced. You cannot. You will have one thing or the other. You are fighting upstairs.
He's fighting something. He's fighting battles upstairs.
So you know, being wicked. Let me tell you one thing. Being, you know, the guy is just being wicked. That's what I'll say.
He can kill someone. You can't kill him.
Of course.
I want us to understand
someone who could actually go that long.
I know that whatever has happened between him and that lady has happened, but now I'm concerned about the person he wants to get married to. That one should run away if she finds out, because it's not safe.
Because if you offend him in marriage, someone that planned someone like 12 years, he confirmed it that after she was done with school, he can beat his chest and say she did not cheat. That means she already told herself that I want to be with this guy.
Exactly.
And I'm very sure.
And meanwhed, he was around messing up.
You know another thing that I want to even say is that during that time that she was in uni, let's even now admit that she cheated. She cheated. She have removed what's in outside and she have seen that it's what's inside that she still wants. You cannot tell me that during the course of her 4 or 5 years in the university, it was only that boy that she cheated with. Let's say she cheated with lots of people. And she still decided in her heart that is this boy that she wants to follow. I've seen ladies that will leave a relationship of 10 years and say they are no more doing because they found someone that is better
than.
For that 12 years, she did not say I found another person that is better and she broke his heart.
They grew together. I believe the guy is doing well.
And the guy said she did not cheat. He can beat his chest that during this period when she was done with school and they were living together,
they were living together after school.
They were living together already.
I'm just going to.
That's just the definition of it. It's just like the lady is living with devil. Are you getting it? It's just like you are living with devil because you could not actually. At least for 12 years, you guys are together, living together, eating together, talking together.
That's what I'm saying. They celebrated birthday, they celebrated anniversary,
so
1 year anniversary.
So it's just
10 years anniversary.
See, if you are looking for devil, just go and hold that guy. That's the definition of devil.
Devil normal upstairs.
Devil is
normal.
It's not normal. This uncle.
No, what's your definition of normality now?
There are some traits that in this world we consider normal. In Christendom, what they consider normal is different from what the world considers normal.
You know, what is normal to you might be abnormal to me.
I understand. Definitely. Based on background and all those
exposure
things. But this is that this man has done in general.
It's
not normal.
No normal.
What I'm just trying to stand against is that he's sick upstairs.
He's sick.
It's not sick upstairs. It's that's just his own way of fighting back. That's wickedness actually. It's not. Actually, it's not proper. I'm not supporting the guy, please. I'm not supporting the guy, but probably that's his own way of fighting back. But it is still wickedness.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
So
it's not as though the guy is having any issue upstairs.
We are coming to the end of this program, and if this is your first time tuning in, when we get to the end, we always put a direct questions on each other. My pastor is very familiar with that pattern already. So we throw a direct question. If you were the man, what would you have done?
If I was the man, see, I don't know how to keep things like that within me. Not even forgiving, I will not forget. But even the Bible says you should forgive and forget. It's not that not that I will now forget someone who gave me a hard knock yesterday. I might just chill Are you getting it? I am this kind of person. If I'm dating you and I find out that you cheat, that's the end of it. Forget that's the end.
your deal
And I will
breaker.
let you know that I know they do this thing
That's
again.
the normal thing.
The
That's
fact that it's normal to me, or the fact that I do that, doesn't mean other people should do that. You know
that
everybody has their own
sometimes
traits.
what I feel like is normal, I'll tell you. What I believe is normal in society, I stand to be corrected. If somebody cheats on you and you find out, you leave them. If you're ready to forgive them, you are forgiving all the things that they've done.
And then you
talk
continue.
about it.
You talk about it.
Talking about it is that you are forgiven. Not that you now put it upon yourself and say, I'm just suffering, but Mudariji is a
What
lie.
about fighting back?
Fighting back.
Someone who offends you and you feel like, okay, Made shete me pada.
Fighting back is a thing of the flesh. It's not, if you have the spirit of God. If you have the spirit of, Stephen, our pastor made an illustration, I think it was yesterday, about Stephen, when they were stoning him to death. And he said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. He's working with the spirit of God. Imagine them stoning you in the eyes, in the head, everywhere. You're saying, Father, forgive them. Yes, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. You think it's easy.
You know,
It's flesh that used to revenge. It's flesh that used to pay back. God did not tell us to pay evil with evil.
Okay.
The Bible even says 70 times 70.
But do you know if you sin?
Yeah.
Okay, but do you know if you sin against God, you are going to hellfire? Is that another way of?
The same God is a forgiving man. If
Wait
you know
now,
that you have sinned and you have accepted, God will accept you back.
Okay. Don't let us delve too much into
That's
that.
the thing. Even Yoruba people will say, "Telese bati meshe, leshe kokin pe lori ikunle."
Okay.
If you know that this thing that I've done is bad, and you go back to God genuinely from the bottom of your heart, it's not like as if God will not allow you pay for those sins.
Wait.
Like our
But there are
pastor
people who
said.
fight
There
back.
are
Do you agree there are
I
people
agree
who
that
fight
there are
back?
people who fight back.
Do you fight back?
I don't fight back.
Wait. Do you go to church and pray? All the problems I have, everybody that is doing me, God should do the person. Are you fighting back on him?
No. I don't do
pray?
that, because the Bible said we should pray for our enemies. I was born in a Christian home to the core.
Do you pray
So
for
if
your enemies?
I pray for my enemies. I pray that God should change them. If God change them, they will leave me. If they are changed, they will leave me.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't
that's
pray for.
fine.
If my enemies die by fire, what if you don't know and it's somebody that is very close to you that is doing you?
Even so, some pastors will
Baba
tell you,
Soko
even if
Soja,
it is
Allah
my
Lelo
father,
Mapada,
let
Ba.
him do one thing.
No,
But it's
the
okay.
Bible
It's
say if
okay.
you sow Oko
Don't
Soja,
let
Allah
us
Lelo
don't
Maba.
let us go out of context.
If I pray for my enemies to die, now imagine if my enemy was somebody very close to me and the person just fall and
No,
have I
it's
not done
okay.
myself?
But the guy has actually done what is best for him, and I feel that's his own way of fighting back.
Pastor, what this man did, is it normal?
Well, one of the causes of divorce is unresolved issues.
Unresolved issues.
So when there is in a relationship, when there is issue, try to call each other to order. Okay, you did this, and find a common ground to settle it. But when you start piling up issues, at the end of the day there will be divorce or separation from the man. So what the man did is very wrong.
Wrong.
It's very wrong.
Miss Titi, what the man did is wrong, but I'm not going to ask you because you are not a man. What should the lady do now?
Okay.
Let's
All
make
right.
it quick. This one I have written in. Let's
it's
do
a
it
serious
quick.
thing.
Sharp,
So
sharp.
I'm going to say I'm going to share a brief story of something similar to that.
Quick.
Yes. So I had a story of someone that they dated for a long period of time. I think it was like close to like 14 years or so, or like 10 years thereabout. It was a long period of time. And the guys came and was like, he just found out that they are parts and whatever, they are not agreeing on some things and all those things. So he was going to call it off.
Okay.
The lady was broken and everything, all that. But then she picked herself. She had a good support system around her. She picked herself up and all those things. And then in less than 2 years, God restored everything back to her. She met someone that loved her, that appreciated her and all those things. And she's happily married. In fact, doing extremely well for herself and others. So what am I saying to the lady? What happened has happened. It's going to be a difficult period for you you will cry, you will break down, but please don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give
Don't give up. Personally, I'll still stand on my ground that this uncle in question is insane. And for the lady, I'll just say we ladies, we get too comfortable in a particular space. I just believe that she was too comfortable for her not to know that something was happening outside. She was just too comfortable, if you ask me. Anyways, we have come to the end of this amazing episode. I have more than 100 questions to ask my pastor, to ask Mr. Femi, to ask Miss Titi. But time is no longer on our side. Please follow us on all our social media platforms at PHM Radio. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We have power-packed program here for you. You can also download the radio app and listen. And you can also do well too. If you need marriage counseling, relationship counseling, you can follow Pastor LEKAN ANIFOWOSE. Right? Pastor LEKAN ANIFOWOSE. The name should pop up on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and on your TikTok. Until next time, I appreciate everybody who made this particular program a progress, from the production to enhancing of it and everything. Thank you, and remember, baby steps, no pressure.
Three, two, one.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, counting for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to Oyedepo Oluwafifedoyinsola. Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bringing to you gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. Photograph and trainings, record studio, video production services and event coverages. Follow us on Insta at phm.live, on Facebook phm.live, on Twitter phm_live. Watch us on YouTube, download our radio application on App Store, on Play Store. Follow our podcast channel, spreading the gospel. Die, baby.
Three, two, one.
Welcome to another episode.
We spread the gospel, counting for programs, prayers, Bible reading, relationship talks to Prophet Ezekiah ministrations bringing to you gospel songs to jam to. We are media experts. We spread the word to the world. We spread the gospel. We spread the word.